Kaboom. All right. Sorry, I earlier. Uh, I I'm very high tech, as you can tell. Uh, I okay. Here's my needing to explain everything moment. Okay, so I took the lens cap off because I thought the camera was turned off and it wasn't, and I was like, "Oh, we still have a minute to go. I'll just use the lens cap to make the camera turn off because I'm below tech like that." Um, and yeah, today's a cool day. So I have my cool shades. And now I look like somebody who is going through a midlife crisis and bought a hot rod last week and is trying to fit in with the other rodders. Yeah. Which, I mean, that's not totally off base. Okay. Um, so, guess I'll bring out. Actually, do not have a name for any of my guitars. Um, and I always like to sit back because someone complained once that they couldn't see me play when I was playing. Eventually, I would like to get a strap, because I've watched this thing and it said you should get a strap. I'll worry about that later. Right now, what I'm doing is talking about this song. So today we are playing the song Rumble by Wray and his Raymond. Basically, this was like my fourth or fifth choice. I had a song picked out and it was in a different tuning, and I was trying to play it and it wasn't sounding right, and I wasn't sure why it wasn't sounding right, and there wasn't really anyone I could ask. Um, my former history and English teacher, Jim Ayers, has been kind of helping me when I get in a pickle like that. He's even more challenged when it comes to tech than I am. So we tried to do a Zoom meeting once and it didn't happen. Plus, I just this week was nuts. I started a new job this week. So I said, okay, well, that song's not going to work. And after kind of like I had a couple others bouncing around after this sort of workload we got this week, I said, you know what? It's going to be Old MacDonald Had a Farm week, which is like, I would love to know how to play Old MacDonald Had a Farm. And I couldn't find a variation of Old MacDonald that had a farm that was easy enough for me to figure out how to play in the time frame that I had. That was like, we were already at Wednesday by this point. So I fell back on a song that I kind of learned how to play at one point, emphasis kinda. And, it only has one really tricky chord. And as you already know, that is that is Rumble by Wray and his Wray tones. And so that's my story of why I picked this song. Do I have any interesting, when I think about this song, I think about Guitar Wolf, because in the movie Wild Zero, whenever Guitar Wolf wants to emphasize something, that's like his thing, and it's really cool. And Guitar Wolf was hugely inspired by Wray, and the story goes that he ran into Link Wray in the middle of Tokyo and said, "I'm your biggest fan," blah blah blah. And I don't know if that's true or not, but that would be cool. If I ran into Guitar Wolf, I would get to say, "You're my biggest fan," blah blah blah. I've only seen Guitar Wolf once, and unfortunately, it was after the original bassist died, so it wasn't, the Guitar Wolf. But golly, that was a fun show. They really, they really put on a great show, and definitely makes me want to play rock and roll more. I remember, so for those of you who are unaware, Guitar Wolf is a band that plays rock and roll. They're from Japan, and they're very inspired by like 60s like garage and surf rock, but do their own thing. And so they don't, like, English is their second language. But I just remember, like, they pulled someone on stage, and Guitar Wolf takes off his guitar and hands it to the guy. Oh, and that's the other thing. Like, Guitar Wolf is kind of the name of the band, but it's also the name of the guy. And the band used to be Guitar Wolf, Bass Wolf, and Drum Wolf. Poor Link Wray, he is not getting talked about much in the song of his that I should learn to play a Guitar Wolf song, except now I've already talked about him. That would be cool. But so anyway, he pulls the guy on stage, takes off his guitar, and hands it to the guy, and he's just like, "You play, dude." And so this guy, who may or may not have ever touched a guitar before in his life, is just going for it, and I don't know, like, that was a cool move. And I just remember, like, I'm trying to remember what cool thing he did before he said this, but he said either to that guy or to the audience, "Jump for what is best in life. Jump for rock and roll." And then they started jumping. That was cool. Okay, that's my story. Let's get this show on the road, kids. Can you see the finger work? Okay. Booba-jaja, booba-jaja, booba. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-ba-da, ba-boom, ga-boom, ga-boom, ga. Bam-ba-jim, ba-boom, ba-down, ba-boom, ba. thank you. I'll see you next week. Perhaps with a Guitar Wolf song, but perhaps not. I also trying to be better at self-promoting, or I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Oh, I shouldn't say swear. Sorry, I said a swear. I don't know what I'm doing. I have a blog. I update it when I can, and I updated it like an hour ago, so check that out. I made a video explaining what I'm doing with my life. If I have more time, because I did just start a new job and I don't have time, if I do ever have time, I am going to start a second YouTube channel. This is something that I've thought about doing for a long time, and now I'm seriously going to do it. But yeah, I'm probably not going to do it. All right, that's everything, kids. I guess I could just end the stream. Party on.